Hey everyone, it's Sam here, and today I'm going to show you how to make this very sweet little basket card with the pull top, which will reveal your message. You could, if you wanted to, pop a gift card in here. You probably just need to bring this up a bit taller or maybe widen it and have it landscape, but you could easily pop a gift card in there. You could pop some money in there as well. You could have a photograph of somebody. I've decorated mine as a picnic basket because they're the supplies that I'm using, but this could be full of florals. It could be like a toolbox. Could be a craft bag, anything you want. So it's very easy to put together. You don't need any dies to make it at all. So let's get started. So these are all the supplies I'm using. So the decoration is all from my latest Papercraft Society kit 56. And you get in here your papers, you get your washi. I'm going to use the washi to decorate my envelope, but it's all a picnic theme. So you get all your dies there. You can make a little pop-up box as well. I have used the handle shape here, but I'll give you the measurements and then you can just cut that out yourself. It's very easy. The embossing folder to give you that basket effect, and then that's where I've used my sentiments from the little set there. And then you get your inspiration, you get some little sprinkles as well. Again, I might use some of those. It's a really lovely kit. Everything I use is always linked in the description box below. And then for the little instruction on the top here, I've stamped the word pull, but you could easily just write that if you wanted to. And then for the sentiment, I'm using the same one that I used in this one here. So big birthday wishes, and I'm going to use that one again today, and that's from my Showstopper sentiments. So like I said, very, very easy. So I've already gone ahead and decorated a 6x6 card blank. This is just a shop bought one. They come in usually around 5 7/8 squared, but any kind of card size. You could even pop this onto a 5x7 if you wanted to. I've just added the gingham pink on the front there and then the white card inside, so I've got my space to write my message. To make the actual basket, you're going to want to cut yourself a piece of cardstock that's 4 1/4 by 2 1/2. Flip it over, and you want to come in 1/2 inch along that long side. So you can see I've just marked with a pencil 1/2 inch in from both sides. Okay, there and there, in case it's not coming up. And then with your scissors, you just want to cut from that pencil mark across and up to the point, up to the corner there. And then I'm going to come down from this corner and across so I meet that pencil mark. Okay, and there you can see now you've got your basket shape. Now, say you do want to put a gift card in here, you could make this a longer piece of card and then come in 1/2 inch from that side, or you could maybe just come in 1/4 inch, and that will widen this bottom section. It'll still give you the angle, so you've still got that basket look, but it's easy for you to play around and change that if you want. That's the envelope I've got there. So this is going to sit, like I said, I like to do mine on a top fold, but you could easily have this on a side fold. I'm going to have it running flush with the bottom of the card. So this piece here is going to go along the top there, and this is what will have your sentiment attached behind it. So you'll see this is all one piece. So this is going to attach itself to here, but I popped a little bit of foam just so it was slightly lifted, because I want that to, if you see there, the foam's just underneath. That way it does just clip over the top there and it kind of sits in place. So like I said, you can have yours as any theme you want, but I'm going to use some more of my ephemera that comes in the kit. I should have enough left over to be able to build up a similar scene to what I've got here. Thin strip of foam there, and run that along the top of this piece and sit this over the top. Just make sure you've got the same amount overhanging each side, so it's as centered as possible. Okay, and now I'm going to attach all these pieces behind here. You can come into this space here as well, but just make sure you trim them, you see on the back here, so they don't go over that space, otherwise you'll see them when you pull them out. Okay, so that's all stuck down. Next, I want to attach my handle, so I'm just going to add a little glue. So this piece here, you want to get a similar size. Cut yourself a piece of 2 by 3 1/4, and then if you just give yourself 1/4 inch, just cut up and around and down, and you'll have a square one. If you get a corner punch, you can just round off the edges, and you'll have a very similar handle. And I'm going to have it just behind, it's going to just go behind that pineapple, the watermelon. There we go. I think that's about a similar, yeah, perfect height. And then I've just stamped the pull from that set. I just want to add a little glue so it will go behind the handle there. So I'm just going to run a little glue along there. Keep that nice and straight. So this is optional. You might want to stamp actually on the handle. You might want to put a little arrow there. Okay, I'm happy with that. So just sit that over there and you'll see it will just clip over the top there. Flip it over and you want to run your foam just down the sides here. Don't go along, well, you could go along the very bottom if you cut a very, very thin strip. But you just need enough to attach it onto the card. So I'm just going to go down to the edge there. That will be enough. Take the backing off. And like I said, I'm going to sit this right along the bottom of the card to make sure you've got it as centered as possible. And now that will slide down and sit like so. Now I've realised I am a little bit higher. I thought it was the same. So what I'm going to do is carefully just take off the handle. I'm going to bring that down a little bit because I want to be able to pop this all in my envelope, which I'm going to make with you in a moment. There we go. And then for my sentiment, I've got this one here. Picnic and Friends is the perfect blend. So I'm going to pop that one just there. Similar layout to this one. And then I'm going to take one of the flowers and I've got a couple of leaves still. Oh yeah, there we go. I've got the two there, so I can have that one along the bottom. So there's the finished card. I think it's adorable. Simple design, but it's going to work so well for many occasions. So now I'm going to decorate my envelope. So here's the one I've already made for this card. You can see I've added the washi strips and just some fun fruit related stamps there, and then my wax seal. So I'm going to do that all for anybody who's not seen this before. So I'm going to choose my stamps. These are just old stamps, all franked, already been used, but I love using them to decorate my envelopes. Now I've just got my little stamp set here so I can do the pretend franking. So again, just makes it look a little bit more authentic and as if it's gone through the postal system. And I like to add this one to pop the date and time that I've sent the card there. And then just a couple of strips of the washi just to decorate. So I'm going to use the pink gingham because I've used that on the background. And I think I'll add the strawberries. And I'm also going to add the blue gingham as well. I'll add 3 on this one, I think. And just trim that off. And because I'm not sending the envelope just yet, I'm just going to open it up, add some wax paper underneath. So I've just melted down the blue. I've left that burning a bit too long, so there's going to be lots of bubbles. But if you've got your heat gun at hand, you can melt those back. You can melt those away. And then just give it a little wiggle. It will pop off quite easily. There we go. And then just pull your wax paper away. And now you've got your lovely wax seal. So you can just still, you know, seal the envelope with the gum there. So there you go. Lovely, fun little card with matching envelope. I think they are pretty adorable. So thank you for watching today. As always, all of the products that I've used you can find in the description box below this video. You can also find them by clicking here. That will take you to the Craft Stash website. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, and that way you won't miss out on any future videos that I share. And check out this playlist next for some more inspiration. See you all again soon. Bye.